Hi everyone, I'm Miss Fry and this is Monmouth Future Scholars. I'm so happy that you were able to join us. Our first week's topic is going to be take control of your future. So what do you get out of Monmouth Future Scholars? It's made for you, it's targeted towards you. What do you get out of it? So through going through all the resources, clicking through the PowerPoints, being an active participant, you'll get support for now as you work your way through high school. You'll get information about college and careers that can help guide you into them and support you once you get there. And you'll also get skills for life after high school that you'll find helpful later on. So here's an overview of our first week called Take Control of Your Future. We're going to go a little bit more in depth of what Monmouth Future Scholars has to offer. We're going to tackle the question that I get all the time, do my grades really matter right now? We're going to talk about claiming your marking period and making sure you're putting your best foot forward. And we're also going to talk about creating your story and really showing off what you have to offer to people post-graduation. What is Monmouth Future Scholars? It's a resource that's made just for you, especially this year in its virtual format. Its purpose is to help prepare you for the years during and after high school. We'll talk about getting ready for careers, getting ready to go to college, and some things that may help you right here and now as you work your way through high school. Some things that you might find helpful are that all of the modules will be posted in this Google Classroom, and there may be PowerPoints, videos, links, self-guided worksheets, and all kinds of things like that. They're all there for your benefit, so feel free to check them out. The modules will be posted every other week, and you can complete them on your own time and revisit any that you find especially helpful. There's also going to be opportunities for you to give feedback, and that'll continue to make this program as useful as possible for all of you and the future generations of Long Branch students. If you have any questions about the program, you can go to the guidance department and see Ms. Solanke, the STEM 10th to 12th grade counselor, or Ms. Gwathney, the freshman counselor. And with all that being said, that brings us to a really common first question. It's, do my grades matter right here, right now? You all may be in different grades at different points in your academic journey, so you have different reasons for wondering, do my grades matter? The short answer is yes. Your grades matter. They're a reflection of your work, your abilities, and they're proof of what you've learned. Does that mean that if you don't have the strongest grades in the past, that it's way too late for you? Absolutely not. Your grades are important to show your ability to grow and develop. So if you haven't done that great in the past, there's always time to grow and change and do better, and that's demonstrated through your transcript. So here's a vocab word for us. I said it on the last slide. Transcript. Your transcript is a complete record of your academic achievements in high school. It starts with the very first marking period of your very first year, and it continues until you graduate. It is the entire record of all of your grades while you're in high school. And then these grades are used to calculate your GPA. GPA is another vocab word. It's your grade point average. It's the amount of points you get for your earned grade, and it's scored out of 4 possible points. So for an A+ in a class, you would earn 4 points towards your GPA, which is the highest number of points you can earn for one academic level class. All of your grade points are added up and then divided by the number of classes you've taken. So if you were to earn an A+ in every class on your transcript, you would earn an average of 4 points per class, making your GPA a 4.0. Earning lower grades or taking more advanced classes can also change your GPA. Your GPA is then used to measure your success in school and show how much information you have learned in each class. If you have questions about your GPA, you can look on Genesis, Naviance, or check in with your guidance counselor. As far as claiming your marking period, it's important to note that your grades are a reflection of you. By claiming your marking period and taking pride in your grades, it gives you proof that you are a capable and hard worker. Going back to what I said about it never being too late to show improvement, it's never too late in the marking period to start or continue putting in effort. When it comes to individual marking periods, handing in work, asking for help, and prioritizing studying can help pick up your grades. It can also help show that you're willing to put in the effort, which can help set the tone for the next marking period. So ending one marking period on a high note can help you start the next one on a high note too. What do I mean when I say telling your story? While you're in school, it's your time to develop yourself, to experiment, discover, and figure out who you are and who you want to be. So when I say this is your time to tell your story, I mean that it's the actions and decisions that you make now that are going to be reflected back to colleges and on your future employers when you graduate. Telling your story is going to give you opportunities that you really deserve. So we're going to go over a few different things to consider as you write this story. One way to tell your story is through your classes. You may think about, do they reflect your interests? Like if you would tell somebody that you really enjoyed your time in band. Did you take a band or music class for multiple years? Your class's reflection of difficulty tell your story. If you would claim to like challenging yourself and seeking out growth, do the level of your classes that you take reflect that? And finally, how do you do in the classes reflects your story too. High grades or gradual improvement over time shows that you're hardworking and intelligent. So it's important to consider which classes you're taking so you can convey your best story. Another thing that helps you tell your stories is your activities. That's whether you're involved in sports, music, drama, arts, a religious organization, environmental activism. Whatever you spend your time doing is a reflection of you and tells a story about what's important to you. So by being involved in the same club for 3 years, you're showing that you can be a committed member of an organization. By trying a new sport every year, you're showing that you like to experience new things and broaden your experiences. By volunteering, you show that you care about causes that are outside of yourself. All of these activities add to the picture of what tells your story. And finally, the choices that you make, they can help tell your story too. This can be your experiences, like are you well-traveled? Do you spend time coaching a little league team? Are you the child that your coach, teachers, or parent can really rely on? These are experiences that will follow you through and after high school. There's also your record, both school and legal. It tells your story. Some people may have instances on their record, but by overcoming these and showing improvement, you can give your story a positive second chapter. If you show that you can be an upstanding citizen, your story will look more favorably to colleges and employers. And finally, your reputation helps tell your story. Teachers and school staff like to see you succeed, and they remember when you do well. They'll have the opportunity when you graduate to share all the wonderful things you've done and how you've positively contributed to the school. These choices that you make every day contribute to who you are and help tell your story. So as we wrap up, here's a little recap of our first week. We went over what Monmouth Future Scholars is. It's a resource to support you through high school and prepare you for after graduation. And there will be information for you to access every other week. I shared that your grades definitely do matter wherever you are in your education. You can always improve your grades and learn to become a better student. We spoke of claiming your marking period, realizing that it's never too late to show that you're putting in effort, and that effort can move into the next marking period also. And finally, we talked about creating your story. As you move through high school, the way you spend your time writes a narrative of you. So by thinking about what your actions and choices are saying about you, you can write your own story. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. Monmouth Future Scholars is here to help you write and tell your story. We will help you develop the tools that you can then use to achieve everything that you deserve after graduation.